top flip-flops.
Grapaholics mixtapes.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 86 of High Top Flip Flops. As always, I'm Krish. I'm here with Navek. We have no guest today. We don't need a guest.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta
Yeah,
say.
we're enough.
Wow.
We're saying.
Wow. Way to bring that one around. I was
Yeah.
about to make a self-deprecating joke, but you brought it right back around, right where it needed to
Yeah.
be.
We're more than enough, and that's because I'm trying to get up now. I'm trying to get more positive.
Oh yeah.
And it's not because I own 940 Dogecoin,
Shut up.
but it's more because, or that, the BTC, the ETH,
You gotta chill out.
it's going well.
It's
alright?
way too early in the pod for this.
It's going well, and that's all I can say is to our listeners and fans, get in while you can. Get in while you can before it's too late. But what were we saying? Yeah, I'm trying to just keep the positive kind of,
What were we saying?
you know.
I just need you to hear back what you probably played down. You started talking about your well-being, and then we're like, you know what? I'm actually just doing super well financially because I'm betting really hard on cryptocurrency right now. But what were we saying? Oh yeah, well-being, wellness.
Whoa, is it weird that I immediately associated my cryptocurrency gains to my well-being? That's a little strange, isn't it?
Think face
We
emoji right there, man.
Someone should maybe think about that and really write a report about it and then inform me once they're finished.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's ever spoken about the false sense of clarity and positivity that comes from money. Yeah. It's probably never been
Nobody
spoken
does
about
that.
ever. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
never. It's groundbreaking. What you're getting on here.
Thing is, money actually makes things better. Like it improves relationships between people.
That's right.
Two business partners, once they get a bunch of money, you know what happens next? They become friends for a very long time.
That's right.
Same thing happens when you get a partner, get a
Things aren't going
sign
well.
up.
What do?
Mm,
You put
yeah,
10K in their bank account.
you give them back.
You just put 10K in their bank account.
And you know what?
Very
Good
simple.
good kind of segue here. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I am an ordained minister.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Right. I don't think I
Please
mentioned
pitch
this.
it to the people.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned this on a podcast, but I did it. I thought I was about to do it this summer, right? Become ordained. But then I got an email saying, congrats on 6 years of being ordained minister. That means 6 years ago, I paid a small fee of $60
Wow.
and became a Christian reverend or something. And
you became an ordained minister, so you
minister,
became.
yeah. What is
This guy said he became a reverend. He's like, yeah, I just paid $60 and I converted it into a whole new religion. Easy
sorry,
peasy.
pastor or whatever you guys call it. Pastor, reverend. Just
Ordained
hey,
minister.
hey,
That's
I
like
just
three different things.
hey, I just want to be the one where I can be with chicks, right?
Jesus Christ.
because there's one where you have to be dolo for the rest of your life.
I see. You have to be celibate. Okay.
Yeah, which is sickening, but
Hey, man.
I don't.
Listen, that's like a very normal thing. Okay.
But you know what? You know how we're supposed to respect all these religions.
Yes.
So I believe that as well. So I'm also going to do weddings for Scientology.
Oh, okay.
Scientology
What does that
weddings.
look like?
What happens is it's a little different than the typical church setting.
I
right?
imagine.
It's not pews. And so what it is everybody is actually, all the guests are lying down on their stomachs, right?
Uh-huh.
And instead of walking up the the father doesn't walk the daughter down the aisle.
Okay.
Instead, it's the youngest brother
Ah.
takes the uh, soon to be wed woman
Mm-hmm.
around in a circle, right?
Okay.
And then he does various dances just
Mm.
to gain some attraction.
Okay.
You know, um, he might, he might, throw it a little stanky leg.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to let people know what kind of occasion it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then Lord Zephlon actually jumps through a window, not made of glass, but actually made of some odd material that's only known to that culture.
Oh,
And then,
the culture.
yeah, and then he actually makes them both, vomit into this nice little salad container,
Oh. A
right?
container. Okay.
Yeah, salad container.
No salad
Possibly
inside though.
no salad inside,
Just the container.
but the container is one of those, lunch containers with the orange ridges on the bottom. It's a clear
Mm.
container,
Okay.
but it's been used for so long, 3 years straight,
Wow.
5 days a week, you
Wow.
know? And it has these orange ridges, and people online say you can get rid of the orange ridges by putting soap in a paper towel, but it's not true. You're stuck with the orange little ridges, and you don't want to buy new containers because they're about, 5 containers for $9 at Walmart. You can get them for four for one at Dollar Emma, but that's lasting 4 months. Okay, and he makes them both, put vomit into that container, and then he just puts it in a freezer and then serves it later on to the Xynites. The Xynites are actually lizard people.
Oh,
They're
okay.
people that are not actually look lizards, but they act like a lizard.
I see.
You know. So that's the entire thing. I hope that I'm not offending because this is true, right? I read all of L. Ron Hubbard's books.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, like he has like mad Bibles that he's written, and I think
Mm-hmm.
people should pay attention to him.
So you didn't actually say what role you play as an ordained minister at a Scientology wedding.
Whoa, I didn't.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole 5 minutes that you just spent. Yeah, you didn't at
um, I,
all.
I'm just
You're
one of the,
such a humble guy.
I'm actually just one of the people lying on my stomach,
Mm,
you know.
okay.
But yeah, so where were we? We're at the Scientology stuff, right? So that, and I didn't do anything for 6 years, you know.
Mm.
I didn't actually perform any weddings,
Yo,
right?
that's deep.
Exactly.
You take that in?
Mm.
That's deep. This guy didn't do anything. He didn't just not do anything. He didn't do anything.
Wow,
That's deep, man. I just deeped that.
you deeped it.
I deeped it. I deeped
Yeah. Hey, I've deeped a few things
it.
in my day as well. I think we all have.
That's right. It's past six
Um,
years.
and so this summer, probably post August, I'm gonna be really performing stuff,
Mm.
and I will be writing specific poems for each couple.
Oh.
I'll be writing it in regards to their love.
Mm.
Okay. And of course, we do um, every type of marriage. All right. Whoever, we don't judge.
Right, right,
I don't judge. You know.
right. The bag
But
don't judge.
I
The
got a
bag
limit
don't
for
judge.
I got a limit for straight weddings though. I'm gonna be real.
You got a limit for straight weddings. Okay.
Y'all gotta spice it up. You gotta do something to get me to keep coming.
Okay.
We're kind of tired at this point, you know.
Question: why are you writing the poems about love? Shouldn't that be in between, the two people getting married?
Well, they're gonna be saying their vows, which are
Mm.
gonna be, according to their own thoughts.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna be, writing this poem. And the thing is, I'm writing the poem is because I'm selling them a package because they can buy one of three packages on the website.
Oh,
Um,
oh, you got a Wix or what? You got a little Squarespace?
I got a Squarespace,
Okay,
and
okay.
the lowest package is a $50
Okay.
package, and that comes with me performing the ceremony and providing one poem.
Okay.
And I'm not even playing about the poem. I really will do the poem, and yeah, I'm excited for my future.
I'm I'm really excited for your future. Your I love how you just called it post August. Like I think that's called September to make.
Yeah, and the reason I say I don't technically mean post August. I mean, after the first week when I hope everybody gets their second dose.
Mm,
You know, so
yes, yeah, no kidding. Um, yeah, yeah, you got to wonder what the latter half of this year looks like. I think it was around this time that we recorded our first COVID podcast last year. Um, or we recorded it probably like 2 months prior, but it just took us a very long time. Took me a very long time to edit that together
hey,
and put it out there. But here we are. One year later, Dvake has rekindled his fire for you know I was gonna say organizing weddings, but you're not organizing weddings. You're just seeing through the kind of the most important part, I suppose, the ceremonial aspect of it. That's a special thing, man. You got something to look forward to.
yeah, and also for everybody that's saying like, why are you charging $50 minimum package all the way up to the $3,000 premium package,
Mm,
and why are you charging that, right? And I asked them if real estate agents can exist, then I can exist,
wow.
right? This is my side hustle, right?
Mm, that's right. That's right.
But it's to me, it's not a side hustle because I love it so much. So it's my air. That's what I
Oh,
call it. I call it my air. Um, you know. So
some people are
also
just grinding. Navig's just breathing, bro. Just take that in.
never be like every single other person. Every other person is grinding, right? Trying to make a
Whoa, whoa,
living.
whoa, 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 whoa. You spitting free game right now?
Bro, this is actually like $10,000 worth of game, right? I'm spitting right now for free.
Go ahead. Talk that talk, man.
We should call this pod $10,000 worth of game, you know,
That's it.
or 5G's worth of game.
Jeez,
Um,
we'll call this podcast. We'll call it 10,000 hours, but we'll put a dollar sign in front of 10,000. Did you deep that?
yo,
You see that?
let's see.
Thank you.
Salute, and we'll start with the game.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I was saying was, I don't want to be labeled as a grind because I'm not working too hard. First of
Yes.
all, that's actually
That's where it begins. There's very little abrasion. There's very little friction or tension.
I'm spending maybe 20 minutes on each wedding, all right? And for me, 20 minutes is nothing because I spend 20 minutes watching, classic clips on YouTube of SNL or something,
Mhm.
So that's not a problem for me at all. And that's what I think my game is that I'm giving you right now is
Mm.
don't work too hard for things you don't have to work hard for,
That's
you know?
facts. That's
Like,
facts.
yeah, like some of
Wow.
you don't have to put in 8 hours a day for something that requires two.
Mm.
All right, so just think about that for a second. Pause. Let's get back to it.
For anyone who's maybe coming in a little bit late, just a little disclaimer. Nibik gives a free game every 20 minutes on Instagram Live. So you just got to keep up with Nibik's Instagram at Nibik Cocoa Butter. Every 20 minutes, free game, not including what the free game you just got on this podcast episode. That's extra free game.
Yo, we're actually gonna do a Patreon where it's 3 tiers. All right, first tier, $10. You get a little bit of game. Second tier, all right, $30. You get mad. All you get all of my game, none of Krish's game. Highest tier $150. You get Krish's game. You get Krish's parents' game. You get four random members of our family as well that won't be named game as well.
That's right. Wow.
You also be getting a celebrity game. So there's a little singer. He has a first name and a last name. First begins with a D. Last begins with a C. So
Shut the fuck up.
so you just have to pay the 150 tier for 3 months. I know some people like to pay for 1 month, get the information dip. No, you have to at least 3 months
That's right.
so we can get some. And then we also have to pay the celebrity that's giving off game as well. So
Oh my god.
yeah, stay tuned to that.
Stay tuned for that Patreon.
Mm.
We keep talking about doing a Patreon, but it's kind of a scary thing. I don't know about you, but a part of me is just like worried that we'll put it out there. People people will solve something like these motherfuckers want us to pay for this bullshit. We like it because it's free.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down. That's the title for this episode.
There's actually a lot of titles for this episode. You know,
Yeah, it's true.
there's yeah, I can think of. But yeah, no, that's actually so real because I do see people with like thousands of committed listeners just like us, and they have 90 patrons,
Mm,
right? 90, which is not bad, but you think for like someone pulling in the 5 digits would be, at least get a couple thou,
right.
which would make sense, which makes it scary because then you're making all this your best content pretty much,
Mm.
and you're putting it out there and you're hoping you get at least 100 subs or something.
Yeah, yeah. I yeah, I think there's like a maybe like a disconnect too, and just like the way that podcasts have been consumed kind of for a fair amount of time, right? Which is just for free. Maybe obviously with ads, or if you're listening on Spotify and you don't have a premium account or something, there's gonna be ads that Spotify, includes in there versus just the whoever's producing the show themselves. Um, but yeah, it's a real tough one because I think especially right now too, feels like a oh yeah, that five that 5 or 10 or however much money you kind of put aside, it you know people including ourselves are definitely hurting at the moment on a financial front too. Um but we'll keep talking about it as we do. We like to talk about things on here. We like to give free game and not take the game ourselves.
Hmm.
But hey, who knows? Maybe one day we'll have Patreon. What'd you say? Post August. Post August.
Saga, see, I imagine they did experience a big dip
Hmm.
when last March happened,
Yeah.
that's pretty scary too, especially if this is your lifestyle. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true that a lot of people are excited about certain people's podcasts being under Patreon, so that the podcasters can like say racist things, pretty much.
Oh wow, is that a thing?
I feel like it's a big subsection,
Really?
and you can't get called out on it, but you can because people you gotta pay for that stuff,
You gotta
and
pay for the racist content.
you gotta pay for the racist stuff. But there's so many people that love that racist stuff,
Damn.
you know, that they call it raw and unfiltered.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, that's what every comic, in like the '90s probably called their stand-up special. This is raw.
Probably still, probably still. There are lots of people who are like, man, this is stuff I can't do in the comedy clubs, man, because I'll get run out of there, man. Fuck, man.
There was like this comedian who was good back in the day, but then he became right wing.
Oh,
and then he did a whole special maybe 2 years ago. It's all on YouTube, right? And there's no jokes. Like
Jesus.
he's just saying like, mad offensive shit.
Fuck,
And
man.
then racist people in the audience are like, yeah, that's hilarious. That's great. But it's the worst stuff ever. And then, what's his name? The legend, I'm forgetting his name. He did like a parody of that.
This guy said the legend. Don't
The
remember his
legend,
name.
I don't even know. But I'm gonna be real though. I also forgot like um, a few of my friends' first names today.
What the fuck?
So, and
What
I've known them
happened?
for 10 years. I just be forgetting. Like in my brain, it's like 80% game and 20% life memories, and the
Memories.
game the game is taking over my memory pretty much.
Wow. Oh man,
Um,
it's reached that point, huh?
yeah, shoot, I'm gonna find this real quick because
Go
it
for it.
is it is critical here. Tip from Tim and Eric. Uh,
Ah,
Tim Heidecker. Oh my
Tim
goodness.
Heidecker. Yes.
Yeah, he has this amazing special on but it's not like that exact character. It is like it's like a kind of right guy that just makes super, incredibly corny jokes. Um and yeah, the audience goes with it. It's pretty great.
Is it his most
Uh
recent one? Is it like available fully on YouTube? I think you sent it to me.
did I probably sent it a long time
I
ago,
think
yeah.
you did, and like it starts off with him just like coming out, like pretending like he's like super flustered about like his intro or something, and yeah, and just like being like really uptight about it. Yeah, that's like masterful, really, because it's convincing. Like if
Thanks.
someone who didn't know Tim and Eric or Tim Heidecker stumbled upon that, you know, in the same way that someone might listen to this podcast like 10 minutes in without listening to the intro and just hear you talk about fucking Scientology. Um, someone would
Yeah.
walk away feeling really really spooked out. Like I'm sure if I showed that to someone, that Tim Heidecker special, without any context, they would be like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Like, how did he get a Netflix show?" You know?
Yeah, that's a big one. And the great thing about this is it really it's what I watch to make me feel better,
Hmm.
pretty much. And he probably didn't have that in mind when he was creating it. He's just like, let me make something completely silly.
Right.
And and maybe well, people will gravitate to it. It's because he's him and that's his brand and that's what
That's right.
comes with it.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing thing if you want to be brought back from the dead.
Wow.
It's a good kind of thing like that. Shout out to the king.
Shout out to Tim
Yeah,
and Eric. Yeah, man.
Tim and Eric, the kings.
Um, gonna transition here a little bit, but Vivek, we are. Let me do some math here. We are set. Nope, that's incorrect math. I was gonna
It
say.
was 30.
Oh no! I was gonna really butcher this one. I was gonna say it's your birthday coming up soon. This will be your second birthday in quarantine. Well, not in quarantine, in the midst of a lockdown, because this was very much the case last year as well. Um, Seeing that we didn't record at all last year, nor talk about your birthday last year, I would love to talk about maybe how you're feeling about it this year, maybe in comparison to last year even.
Yeah, last year was actually, it was it was pretty much just myself in my room,
Mm,
you know? And yeah, it was that dull. And I did see maybe one of my friends
mm-hmm,
or like two separately, you know? And that was about it. I spent all of it alone,
mm,
most of it. And it wasn't like a depressing thing. Like it's this what it was last year, People really, especially then, in May, people were not coming out, kind of,
yeah.
pretty much.
Correct me if I'm wrong too, but around this time, where was it not like a few of your friends also kind of had a scare, COVID related, after like having like a small get together? Maybe that was a little bit after. I know that there's a group of guys who played some touch football together, and one or two of those guys
Yeah.
tested positive for COVID.
I, actually, yeah, one guy did, and it's kind of amazing because so he played he played football. I think this was either April or May.
Right.
Was this May? Might have been.
I think so. I thought it was around your birthday last year.
Yeah, it was funny because I saw the group because I'm in that group because I used to play back in like 2019 pretty much,
Hmm.
and I was like, really, hey, y'all are brave, but one guy got it somehow from someone else, and then nobody else got it from him.
Wow.
And people apparently he shook a lot of hands, caught a football, threw a football, and then I saw him the following week just to give him something, and then and I didn't know he had it. He didn't know either. And then he found out, and then I thought I had it, but I didn't have it. Um, yeah, one of my 5 tests that I tested not negative for. I gotta admit, I'm incredibly lucky.
Wow.
You know, I'm
So you
still
had to get tested 4 times.
yeah.
Wow.
I remember one was at a job because a person right next to me. Um, and then, but a couple were like I was with someone and they knew someone who knew someone that got it,
Oh
right?
wow.
So it was a stretch, but you gotta be safe
Just to be safe,
however you
man.
can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So other than that, this year it's looking a lot better.
Mm.
You know, because I'll be one shot in. What up to all the vaxxers?
Hmm.
One shot in. So that means I'm a little bit protected, not well,
Not all the way.
I'm half protected, I'm exactly 50% protected.
Yeah.
And so I might like lie down somewhere
Hmm.
in a field.
Yeah, man.
I have this extravagant list of foods, restaurants,
Oh
in Scarborough. You know, we might cut this out because it's not that interesting, but
no, man.
there's a Mexico Window Express in Scarborough. No, chill, chill.
I'm listening. I'm
It's
listening.
it's really good. Like
Okay.
it's nothing like the Ajax location.
Okay.
I'm not even playing.
Okay.
Like the food. I was because it came up on because I was looking for a Mexican spot, right?
Hmm.
And trying to get a quesadilla somewhere, and I went to this place. It was closed, even though it said it was open on Google. That happens. And then Mexico Lindo Express had very good reviews. You know, so I peeped. It's also Scarborough. Scarborough doesn't fail too much.
Mm.
And went, and then yeah, like the stuff was really good, and even got a horchata. That was
Ooh.
excellent.
Incredible. So what about it? What so maybe first of two questions. What about it makes it express in comparison to the other place?
That's the great thing because it took very long. it it took like maybe much longer than they said, which is okay. Like I'm not. I understand how it is. All right, I don't need things right now. I'm not in a rush
Hmm.
personally.
Yeah.
Right, so I don't even care. But you know, it's not express at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know, you
yeah.
gotta be
That's
truthful a little bit. Just say, "Oh, see, I think they might know that the other one sucks." Right, so they want to be a
Mm,
little different.
true. Okay.
You gotta slap on the express for some reason.
Express. You thought them motherfuckers were fast. Or the express.
We're
Oh my
faster.
god.
Like I remember I go in. So we're big orders. By the time we get there, you pick it up, kind of situation. Order over the phone.
Yeah, you
So
time
that
it. You try and be attention. Okay.
most people do that, right?
I think so.
It's a common practice, right?
Yeah. Something to aim for. Something to strive for sure.
Yeah, and then go in there, and they're like, 5 more minutes after 20 minutes.
Mm.
They're like, cool. You go back, and they go back in there, and they're like, oh, we need a few more minutes, which is cool. Like, whatever.
Like you said, you're in no
But
rush. Right?
yeah, but just say first say it's 30 minutes. People do say 20 minutes because 20 minutes is more attractive than 30 minutes. You don't like to hear half an hour. You like to hear 20 minutes because 20 minutes for some reason seems doable,
Yeah,
you know? But is it really?
yeah.
You know? But regardless, yeah, you can say it and also remove the express.
Get that out of
you know? It's not
Don't lie to me.
it's not fast. But anyways, but they're good. They're really good.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You know that Scarborough never disappoints. So
Fair. Fair enough, man. There's I don't know if you've ever tried have you ever had like a cubano like sandwich? Um
oh, downtown, yeah.
you haven't done time. Okay. There's a place off of Steeles just past McCowan. Steeles McCowan. It's called El
Mm.
Habanero Churro Bar, and they've got some incredible cubanos and churros, and it's run by a Cuban couple as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's great.
Um, yeah, in your old neck of the woods. So to anyone listening, go check them out. El Habanero Churro Bar, I think is what they're called.
Sorry, what's the intersection?
It's it's at Steels and
Gotta put that in the
so we
list.
need a producer for, pull this up.
We gotta.
It's a Steels and Ashcott. So in between Steels and Midland and Steels and Brimley. Really close to Confused Kitchen if you've ever been there.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Um yeah, man, there's like a seafood restaurant in there that has like a really nice patio that I would really love to check out. Lobster King Seafood is what it's called. They have a really nice patio that maybe once things are a little bit safer can go check it out. There's also a little I don't know what I was about to call it, a weed shop, a dispensary that looks like it's opening up in that plaza too, so potentially multi-purpose, but that sounds good, man. I feel like spending some time outdoors could be really nice. um
hmm
would you consider renting a bike of any kind to do a little cycling? Is that of any interest to you?
Yeah, oh, like a nice bike, I'm assuming, because I do have
Oh,
a
that's
little
right.
bike.
You do have access to the bike. That's right. Just not at your home,
Mm.
right? It's just housed somewhere else.
Yeah, it's in Scarborough in a garage right now. I want to take it out, but there's a high chance somebody will just, break the whole rack because they really like bikes over there. That never
Oh
died. You know,
yeah.
they've been stealing bikes since I was like 4.
It's the same people.
That's it's the same
They're
exact
40 now.
guy.
This guy's like,
Still
this is my living.
such
This
a
is
profitable, business.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Mm.
but yeah,
You know
man.
what? How
Sorry,
about
go ahead.
yourself? Actually, your B day is coming up. Yes, it is deep into summer.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
it's uh it's a few months away now. Yeah, very hard to know how I will feel. Even, I've certainly kind of reached a point of like sludginess, because it's just sludgy time at the moment. So also, I think maybe that makes it also difficult to be like, oh yeah, this is how I want to celebrate, or this is what I want to do for my birthday. I feel like a few people that I've spoken to about their birthdays have also just been like, celebrating right now just does not feel good, for
mm,
one reason or another. It might be due to some grief they're experiencing, or just given like the heaviness that they're feeling in their own lives or in the world around them. Um, and it also just it can feel kind of strange and not being able to do it with people that you love or people that you want to, right? So all in all, kind of a tough go. So we'll see. Obviously, there's other ways to kind of stay connected, but you know it's it's also tough. How many more Zoom calls do you want to take? How many more virtual kind of FaceTimes are you up for taking? Not necessarily just out of it being like a feeling like a relegated form of communication, you know, but also
Mm.
just because it's quite literally exhausting to just kind of always be in front of a screen of some kind. So um yeah, man, whatever you end up doing. I mean, I'm sure we'll record again a little bit closer to the day of your birth, but yeah, always kind of curious to know how people are feeling about it, especially right now.
Mhm.
Because yeah, Ontario seems to be in um, a shithole,
Yeah.
simply put, in comparison to a lot of other places. So, um, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Figured I would ask.
It's kind of cruel, eh? It's like, yeah, we get our first shot now, but the second shot is all the way almost at the end of summer. Like, you thought you could have at least, in Canada, we get like, what, 2 good warm months, maybe
Hmm.
3,
Maybe three.
and then it goes back to fall.
That's right.
And spring is based, it's 10 degrees, 15 to 10 and 15, like now.
Hmm.
And yeah, we get 2 months, and, we don't even get to really live it up those 2 months.
That's right. Um, I'm gonna pivot here because we're talking about summer months real quick. Um, what is your footwear of choice for the summertime? Do you dive into sandals at all? Do you let your toes breathe? And if no, is it something you'd consider or have considered or are considering?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going full Birkenstock this summer,
Okay.
but I'm gonna be real. I'm probably gonna wear socks with the Birks
Oh yeah.
and shorts. I've been a big socks and sandals person, right? But yeah, I feel like the bare foot with the Birkenstock is more for a hotter place for me.
Mm,
If I was like on vacation, if I was like in somewhere real hot, we're talking 35
okay.
on a regular day, 35 above. So then I would. But personally, yeah, it's not for me.
Mm.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I've not really worn sandals kind of, I was gonna say ever, but really exclusively kept it for like taking out the trash or for a few summer
Yeah.
months when I worked as a camp counselor on like a at Rouge Beach. You know, I'd wear it there again for the fact that I would be taking them on and off to like run onto the sand or something. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So since then, I've not at all worn it, and yeah, I've just been thinking about kind of like comfort, particularly in like warmer months, and also just that breathability. You know, because if excuse me, if not, I'm really just wearing sneakers or some kind of shoe, right?
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I've been thinking about it. Uh, I feel like my knowledge of what's kind of out there is limited. Um, but very interested to kind of keep researching to see what kind of different sandals. You know, if anyone's listening to this episode, you got any suggestions for sandals or open toe footwear? I'm open. I'm all ears. Because yeah, I would love to. I feel like I've maybe reached the point where maybe all of the like the roasting for like yeah wearing really like thick, not thick socks, but not like really changing up anything when it comes to footwear in the summertime has caught up to me.
Mm.
Um, so any suggestions out there, please let me know. I'm all ears. I feel like this year I definitely want to make like season driven, not even yeah, season driven, weather driven wardrobe investments that because yeah, I sincerely, I mean, like outside of like very simple decisions, which is like when it's warmer, wear less layers. When it's warmer, when
Yeah.
it's colder, wear more layers. I don't think I've ever kind of like bought anything for myself being like, oh, this is a lighter material, or oh,
Yeah.
this is a lighter color, so that wearing it when the sun is out does, you know, your black shirt doesn't like absorb it and contribute to like your already like high sweat levels. You know?
Yeah.
So a fair bit of research to do, but admittedly, that's something I've been thinking about a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, as warmer months roll around, that's something that I would like to do for myself. Is kind of look through my wardrobe a little bit and be like, okay, not only do like a cleaning of like, okay, what do I wear, what do I not wear, what do I have, too many a variation of, and where can I kind of cut back on a few of these things, but also try and make some decisions on that front.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm thinking about really taking the Birks and wearing them permanently into the fall. You know,
Wow.
because I'm really about that comfort at this point. I'm touching 27 years old. And you know what they say about 27.
No, what do they say?
They say get some comfy ass shoes and stop wearing you know, big ones. All right,
Stop
stop
wearing
wearing.
big ones.
I was, I was even a big loaf guy, a big loafer person,
Yeah, you have been a loafer person.
but it's just not that comfortable.
Really?
Maybe
Hmm.
I'm not also wearing the proper loafer. Maybe there's really that comfortable loafer, but I'm trying to find like a loafer with an ultra boost inside,
That's fucking.
which is not possible.
There's definitely some scumbag who's like hybrided that shoe for you. He's like, oh yeah, had a, did commission this for my boy Nivek. Just puts you on blast. Like he wanted an Ultra Boost loafer, so I cut the Ultra Boost off the bottom of his shoe and stuck it onto this. Oh man.
And if Adidas is real, they'll re-release the Pure Boost 1.0. All right, the streets were loving that. They love that model.
turns out it's just you, but it's okay.
Yeah, pretty much
No, that's
perfect,
fair.
perfect material,
Yeah.
perfect price point, perfect base. Like
Base like a.
silhouette.
Oh,
Also,
yes. Okay.
I said bases, and I was thinking like really the foot, the
Mm,
part where you put the ball of your foot. you know,
the base.
the base. That's where the real ball goes of
That's
your
right.
foot.
Real shoe talk right now. I really
Yeah.
hope SK is listening. I feel like he'll tear his hair out hearing us be like, "Oh yeah, the base of the shoe." You mean the insole? You idiot.
Yeah. No, I would never say that. I would never say insole. All right. I'm never gonna speak how I should,
This guy.
especially when it comes to shoes. Come on, G.
You're gonna
Oh,
go buy a shoe and be like, "Hey, is the innie part comfortable?" The what? The innie part?
if somebody wants to question my sneakerdom, I was really playing with Michael Jordan in those 85s. I was really playing with them, playing in them. You don't even know what that is. You're probably trying to buy them for $10,000 on eBay.com. You know, I played on them.
You guys need to know Nivek getting very real when he's gripping that mic like a fucking like a Nestle drumstick on a hot summer day. This guy's just making sure that's not going anywhere.
You, shoes are shoes, and wear them is all I gotta say at the end of the day.
That's right.
Wear them. If you got them, wear them.
If you got them, wear them. There we go.
And mm, yeah, I'll leave it at that. That's how.
That's a
That's how it's just.
perfect way to wrap up our episode here. If you got shoes, wear them.
And if you don't wear them.
Don't wear them. You don't need them.
Yeah, you also don't. Like I really respect going barefoot.
Yeah.
I really respect that. You'll be in pain, but I respect your pain.
He respects the pain. That's all about more free game. Thanks for listening to this episode of Just Nivek and I Shoot the Shit. We'll get back on track with some guests in the very near future. But thanks for listening to this episode. We'll see you in a couple weeks. I'm not even gonna do the whole, like, comment, subscribe. Fucking do whatever you want. Just have a good day and rest well.
Yeah, for real. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Yeah. Go to
Really
sleep.
sleep.
Doesn't matter if you're listening to this on your morning routine. Just go to sleep. Just go back to sleep.
Back to sleep.
If you're waking up and
Honestly.
listening to this, go to sleep. If you're
Hmm.
it's afternoon, just tuck into bed. This from 9 p.m. onwards, Get your ass in the bed. Get a good 8 hours right there. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. We want you to feel good. Your job does not really care. You know?
Yep.
They just want you up at 9, but you're gonna wake up at 8:52.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna take a nap at 11:30 to 12:30. Then you're gonna go for lunch from 12:30 to 1. Then you start your job around 11:15, 1:15. Sorry, 1:15 to 5 o'clock.
This shit is getting morbid. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
You got it scheduled down, man. This got a little too real for us.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.
We were just some kids from a real small town. When we fell in love, I bet it made God proud. Had a cottage up when we first made out. Wasn't supposed to last, look at us both now. Well, I bet they all feel like clowns. Yeah, they do it. Growing pains, we all go through it, but I'm so glad it was with you. Falling asleep on the phone, ain't no hanging up. I'll be the first thing you hear when you're waking up. I'm gonna get things wrong, but I'll make it up. No breaking up, just taking breaks while making love, just like when we were kids. When we were kids, like no other. One day we'll tell our kids I love you.
They try to break you